Welcome to Airborne Flight Training. Coming up on this week's episode. Report 2022 sees record pilot hiring. Popular aviation Comm simulator adds flight displays. Airmate EFB adds synthetic vision. And I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Report 2022 sees record pilot hiring. 2022 is shaping up to be the best year on record for pilot hiring since 2000, so states a report from future and active pilot advisors. The first 5 months of 2022 saw airlines hire 5,526 pilots, 100 more than were hired during the same time period last year. Quote, "If you are a pilot, you are finding a job," end quote, said Sam Scanlon, managing partner for JSFirm.com, an online aviation industry job search forum. JSFirm.com's data suggests the top 3 flying jobs remain Part 121 airline pilots, Part 135 corporate and charter pilots, and helicopter, primarily EMS pilots. Top non-flying jobs include A&P mechanics, IA is always a plus, and avionics technicians. Another rapidly growing aviation-related job is flight nurses and paramedics. Pilots weighing career options are invited to attend FAPA's Pilot Job Fair and Future Pilot Forum. The event, which is to be held in Denver on June 25th, will feature over a dozen different airlines, private aviation companies, professional flight schools, and aviation organizations. Major carriers Atlas Air and United Airlines will be on hand to speak with qualified candidates about their airlines and pathway programs. And after the break, SpiceJet grounds 90 pilots.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
If it looks good, it usually flies good. The Bristol series of aircraft is proof of that. Furthering their legacy of safety and efficiency, Bristol is proud to feature the Rotax 915 IS Turbo in the current lineup of aircraft. The 915 IS Turbo power plant offers more power than ever before in a light sport aircraft. Learn more about Bristol at www.sportflyingusa.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. SpiceJet grounds 90 pilots. SpiceJet, the Indian low-cost airline headquartered in Gurgaon, Haryana, has barred 90 of its 650 Boeing 737 MAX flight pilots from flying the aircraft after receiving a fine from the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, India's civil aviation regulatory body. The fine was levied against the air carrier after a March 30th surveillance check at a company simulator training facility turned up an inoperative stick shaker on the first officer's side of the simulator used to train pilots. Crew unharmed in U.S. Navy MH-60S Seahawk accident. A U.S. Navy helicopter has gone down only 34 miles from the site of a June 8th U.S. Marine Corps V-22 Osprey accident that killed 5. All 4 crew members aboard the MH-60S Seahawk survived the crash. The incident, one of several recent mishaps involving U.S. military aircraft, has raised congressional concerns about the safety of military aviation. Since the beginning of 2022, the U.S. military, in addition to the Osprey and Seahawk accidents, has seen losses of an FA-18E Super Hornet, an AH-64 Apache, and another MV-22B Osprey. More shortages. Lufthansa cuts summer weekend flights. Deutsche Lufthansa, the German flag carrier and second largest European airline, has canceled hundreds of summer flights due to staff shortages. The move underscores the challenges facing European air carriers as the airline industry struggles to recover from the coronavirus crisis. Lufthansa did away with approximately 900 domestic and European short-haul trips scheduled in July, including those at its namesake and Eurowings budget brands. The canceled flights, which were to take place on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, represent about 5% of the airline's typical weekend capacity. M.U.L.L.E.T in fashion at Embry-Riddle. A team of Embry-Riddle students has placed second in this year's Design, Build, Fly aircraft competition hosted by the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics. The competition, which is sponsored by the AIAA, Cessna Aircraft Company, and Raytheon Missile Systems, challenges undergraduate and graduate students to design and build remote-controlled aircraft capable of performing specified tasks. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Popular aviation comm simulator adds flight displays. Plain English, the Indiana-based producer of aviation communication training software, announced the addition of primary flight displays to its ARSim aviation radio simulator. The new feature allows users to view aircraft instrumentation as it would appear in the cockpit of an actual aircraft. PFD is integrated with the ARSim software and is available to any user and/or subscriber at no additional cost. In its essence, ARSim is an application that allows users to simulate communications between pilot and air traffic control, thereby enabling them to learn aviation phraseology and radio telephony. By emulating real-world aviation radio transmissions and utilizing speech analysis technology, the ARSim system provides users instantaneous feedback on their phraseology, speech patterns, and radio proficiency. In combination with a structured curriculum, ARSim helps student, low-time, or out-of-currency pilots develop communication skills, proficiency, and confidence outside of the cockpit without help from instructor pilots, thereby enabling them to apply costly flight time to actual flight training. Created by 3 Purdue University alumni, ARSim simulates exchanges with air traffic control through every phase of flight, from taxiing and takeoff to landing and emergencies. Pilots receive instant feedback on their performance, explanations of the communication procedures, and progress tracking as they develop their skills. And after these messages, Airmate EFB adds synthetic vision.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Welcome back. Airmate EFB adds synthetic vision. Airmate EFB now offers synthetic vision. The feature is provided free to Airmate users. The Airmate app is compatible with iPhone, iPad, and Android phone or tablets. User inputs and data are synced with Airmate web flight planning, thereby permitting users to flight plan at home and fly with their devices. Data can also be shared among devices. Airmate displays an EFIS AHRS view showing all flight parameters to include the new synthetic vision feature, which bases its depictions on a worldwide terrain database. The system can be used with either computer flight simulators or actual aircraft. In the latter instance, AHRS data are obtained from iOS accelerometers, onboard avionics, or an external ADS-B receiver. By providing the synthetic vision feature, Airmate seeks to increase flight safety by augmenting pilot situational awareness. The app embeds worldwide ICAO VFR charts and official IFR high and low en route charts provided by national AIP authorities. The charts, which may be downloaded free of charge, are geo-referenced and can be overlaid on top of the Airmate moving map display. Airmate users may also view and utilize VFR and IFR airport approach plates and SID/STARS procedures in more than 200 countries. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!